everyone. Welcome to another MTM Live. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Brittany.
And today we're going to be talking about some of the do's and don'ts of social media that we've learned from being social strategists.
Yeah, so the first thing we suggest before you even start posting on your social channels is to sit down and come up with what we here like to call content buckets. And these are just post categories that that would work for your client, and they're based off of the client's goals. Not doing this will lead to a disorganized strategy, and you want to make sure that your feed is very organized.
Yeah, so you really want to do this also so you can differentiate your content. So you don't want to post, two of the same content buckets in 2 weeks in a row. You just really want to keep it differentiated so that you keep your audience engaged.
So once we have our content buckets, we create out a 3-month calendar, and we disperse those pieces of content throughout the months so that you can have a set strategy. So you don't want to post 2 food posts in 2 weeks for a hotel.
Yep. So again, this will just make sure that your audience stays engaged and that your feed looks professional and put together.
And once you've done this, now you can start posting on your social channels. So here are a few other tips to posting on your channels.
Yeah, so the first one is we suggest posting 3 to 4 times a week on Facebook and Instagram, and 5 to 7 times a week on Twitter.
So once you're posting this, you want to make sure that you're posting high quality content that is specific to your audience. For example, you want to make sure that you're editing all your photos before they go out on the social platforms. One app that we here like to use is Visco.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great for editing pictures, and you can create a design aesthetic using certain filters and stuff like that for your different feeds, mainly Instagram.
Yep.
Another tip that we have is not to post a beach post if you're not located at the beach. You want to keep your audience engaged and post things about your hotel, restaurant, product, any of those kinds of things.
Yeah, so going along with that, I mean, we talk a lot about making sure that your copy matches your content. So if you have a picture of the bar, you don't want to be talking about,
the room
or, another element of the hotel, or if you're, have a plate of breakfast food, you don't want to be mentioning coffee if there's no coffee in the picture. So just being cognizant of what is actually in your content. So another thing with the platforms that we talk about a lot is we see a lot of people overusing or underusing hashtags on different platforms. So we've come to find that using almost no hashtags on Facebook, where it's a lot better unless you're doing a campaign or contest. You might want to put one in there, but we suggest using none if you can. And then with Instagram, we like to use about 6 to 10 per post, but we hide them in the comments so it doesn't kind of overwhelm your audience. And then Twitter, you can use 2 to 3. We find that works really well.
Yeah, so after you have created this content and it's out live on your social channels, you may want to boost a post or put money behind it to help raise the reach of your post or the engagements. And hopefully your client will then see the conversions of these in their hotel, restaurant, product buys, all that kind of stuff. And one thing we suggest is adding a call to action link. So whether that be to a booking link, to learn more about a new menu item, to buy a product or anything like that, this will help drive traffic to your site and hopefully in the end see those conversions.
Yeah, and this is another place where making those content calendars really comes in handy, because you can really plan out your booths and make sure you're spreading them out evenly throughout the month.
And spending your money wisely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So once you have all of this great content and a strategy put together, you'll definitely be getting likes, comments, check-ins on your page, messages on your business page. So you really want to make sure you're responding in a timely manner to all of these. You don't want your audience to go unnoticed, and you want to make sure they know that you're there as well. So make sure you're responding to all of the engagement you're getting.
Definitely.
So that's all we have for today, but thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.